Hello, this is ViviAnn Labba and it's the third video of my 90-day video challenge. As you can see, I'm not showing myself today, I'm actually showing you a road. And what I want to talk with you about briefly is that the Saami people, like I am, we are nomadic people. We are always going somewhere, moving ourselves. And nowadays, the Saami that work with reindeer are semi-nomadic. This means that we have a house, we have some houses in different areas, and when we move around with the reindeers we can also change direction and move to these places and live in these houses. This means that we don't live as they used to do long time before. When they moved with the reindeers, they lived in teepees. In some areas of the Saami country, the Saami land, which is Norway, Finland, Sweden and parts of Russia, the Kola Peninsula, Saami people do in some places move like this, but not all of them. So generally the Saamis are semi-nomadic, and that means that we have a house where we stay at. And I wanted to illustrate it with this video. I am kind of living with two lives. I am married to a man that works with reindeers full time, and I am brought up with reindeers. I have my own reindeers and my family works with the reindeers. So that's one foot in my world, is to live that life. And the other foot is that I'm trained, and I've been trained at a university level. I've been trained in private schools. I've been running my own business for several years. I have this network in the city, and I've lived in different places in the world. And now I have returned, not exactly now, but a couple of years ago. So I've returned back to the Saami land, and now I'm living this life. So I have two legs, one back in my Saami culture, so to speak, with all what that means, especially regarding to reindeer herding and working with the reindeers and following them and so forth. And the other leg is in the modern world, where I have a flat in the city, and I used to have a full-time job previously and attended and helped out with the reindeer work whenever I could, especially during the summer when I had a lot of free time, and in the spring when you can be up in the mountains. So it's really interesting that a lot of Saami people that work with reindeers somehow have to choose their way of life. It's not many families, it's not many people that can only survive on reindeer husbandry. Usually it's very common that the woman is working, have another income, and the man is working with the reindeers. That's a very common picture, and that's a possibility for some people. But then there are some other people that are fortunate enough to be able to live and get their full, living expenses paid by working with reindeers. But that's not fortunate, that's not the case for everyone. So I want you to know that it's actually different for people, for one reindeer herder and his family to another reindeer herder and their family. You know, there are different kind of equations that needs to be met, and that's interesting, because the reindeer husbandry and working with reindeers, following the reindeers, it's a lifestyle, but yet so many women have other incomes. That's kind of strange, I think. It's not strange actually, but that's the reality. And I think that they would love to follow and be able to work more in depth with the reindeers full time and so forth, but it's not possible, because nowadays one has a lot of expenses in a way. You have a house, etc., etc., cars, and nowadays also a lot of the reindeer husbandry work has to do with that. Oh my God, you can't see anything. It has to do with the fact that you have to pay all this, and among the reindeer herders, a lot of them actually own snowmobiles, motorbikes, four-wheel drives, etc., and all that costs a lot of money, except for having a car and all the equipment that is needed. So what I'm saying is that it's quite interesting that I'm living in a dual life, with one leg in the reindeer herding and that life, and the other somewhere else. So we'll see in what direction my life will go in the future. I have a plan, but I'm not telling you yet. So that was the third video, and I hope that some of you guys are willing to follow me in this challenge. I'm only on day 3, so if you're coming along now, we can actually coach each other and support each other. So I want you to take care and live your life to the fullest. Do the best you can with what you have right now, and that'll be enough. See you. Bye bye.